Hi everyone, it's Laurel O'Sullivan, your astro advocate, and I'm here to talk to you this week about the full moon lunar eclipse happening on November 30th in the sign of Gemini. And this is about a fork in the road, about choice points and decision making, because Gemini is about new ideas, new information, how we see things, our perspective on life. It is the sign of information. So I want to talk to you about the opportunities that this eclipse, and it's a full moon, which is bringing to culmination, presents for you in your life, because the astrology is the energy that it's the language of the energy that surrounds us. But we are the other half of the equation. And I've used astrology in my own life to transform, to go from being a lawyer to a coach who uses astrology to help women navigate transition and start new beginnings in their lives. So it's about connecting with our deeper knowing. So as I'm sharing with you this information throughout, I will prompt you with questions that are meant to have you connect to what you know to be true for yourself, because that is the way that we use astrology to empower ourselves. So it's a full moon, and this is about completions. We had on June 5th, we had a eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, and now we have it in the opposite sign of Gemini. And the last time, eclipses are about new beginnings. It's about when we reset the stage in our life. And the last time that we had an eclipse in Gemini was 2012. So eclipses change signs every 19 years, but every 9.5 years or so, they go back to the previous sign. Whereas in 2012, we had the south node of the moon in Gemini. Now we have the north node. The north node is the direction that we are meant to grow in. So we are being presented with a growth opportunity with this eclipse in the sign of Gemini. In 2012, think back. It's interesting. Eclipses, as I said, show us the cycle of our lives. So think back to what was happening for you in 2012. And the last time the North Node was in Gemini was 2001. So the South Node was in Gemini in 2012, which is the South Node is about letting go of something, and the North Node is where we want to be headed. So in 2001, what was happening for you in your life? And this is the way we can begin to work with the energies, because astrology shows us the cycle of our lives. And so now it's about growth, a growth opportunity that has to do with shifting our perspective or seeing information or understanding something in a new way. And it's happening as we're transitioning. The sun just moved into Sagittarius on the 21st of November. So we are in Sagittarius season, but we still have Mercury and Venus in Scorpio. So we're in this in-between stage. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, of adventure, of the truth. But Scorpio wants to test us, to make us confront our deepest fears, to make us feel vulnerable, and to do the work that's necessary to be honest and truthful, so that when we get into the Sagittarius season, we are, ready full on to explore our truths. So there's something we are being supported in with this full moon, something for our highest growth and evolution, something maybe we haven't done before. We're being asked to make a decision that has to do with growth. And we all have been tested in 2020. And so there's a choice. And some of you might be feeling like, I don't really have a choice. But what are the choices that you are still being confronted with, that still need to be made in your life? Because 2020, remember, wants us to evolve, wants us to redefine the structures in our lives and our relationship to owning our own power and our authority. So we're being given momentum here to head in that direction, and it might feel uncomfortable. So growth, remember I said in the last video that the speed of things is quickening up, and it is now. Here we are with the eclipse. We're going to have another one on December 4th. So growth is sprouting up all around us, and we can't avoid it. So the ruler of this lunar eclipse, so as a lunar eclipse, this is about our emotional growth. The moon governs our emotions, our sense of security in the world. So there's something we're being asked to make a decision about here that has to do with solidifying our sense of security. And with the ruler of this eclipse being Mercury in Scorpio, because Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and currently it's in Scorpio, it's about going deep. It's Mercury in Scorpio is laser-like precision. It's about getting to the root of things, and it can feel really uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. So some of you may have been feeling some kind of a lot of sort of turbulence and uncomfortableness, discomfort the last few weeks around our doubts, our limitations, and our shadows. That is Mercury in Scorpio. It sees through the illusions of things. So it's very likely we've been experiencing a lot of fears, worries, and angst, and we're being asked to transform these fears. And transformation is the higher level of Scorpio, which is symbolized by the phoenix, by the eagle rising. But the good news is that Mercury is making a very supportive connection to all of those big planets in Capricorn that have been setting the stage for the year. So this is definitely a decision we are being supported to make to bring a stabilizing influence into our lives, to help us to grow and to mature, which is what Capricorn is concerned about, and to ask us what really matters. What is it that we need to do to live a good life? To make the best choice for our soul's growth and evolution wherever this lunar eclipse is activating your chart. And I will share that in a minute for each sign. So again, this is culmination energy. We're almost at the end of 2020. There's likely been an area of your life that's been particularly highlighted this year, focused on, and now we're being asked to make some decisions to get some clarity. And it's with this eclipse happening in the sign of Gemini in the North Node, we're being reminded that we are in charge of those choices, that it is our responsibility and ultimately our choice as to the decisions that we make. But it's also a lighter energy, and it's a fun energy, and we're in Sagittarius, and that's also a lighter and fun. So how do you want to let go and have fun in the midst of this year, which might sound a little bit like a conundrum with everything I've just shared about the backdrop of Scorpio season and Mercury, but the energy is shifting, and remember, it's shifting at a rapid pace. So there is an opportunity we're being presented for lightness to enter. And then Venus, as I said earlier, is also in Scorpio. So this is about transforming our self-worth, opening up our heart, and being willing to maybe be vulnerable in a way that we haven't because of fears or old injuries or old hurts that have kept us being guarded. So there's a little bit of a push-pull energy with this. We have the sun in Sagittarius that wants us to have fun and wants us to grow. And this moon, this lunar eclipse in Gemini is bringing up information to help support us in this transition. And this could include unexpected news, things being revealed, and things happening fast, because Mercury in Gemini, or Gemini rather, is a fast-moving sign. The last thing I'll share is that there is also Neptune is involved in this, and there might be some confusion because Neptune is asking us, how is this going to happen? But Neptune is the sign of higher faith. So we're being asked to go deeper into our faith and to connect with that higher source that we believe in or that we look to for support, whatever that is for you, God, source, spirit. And in December, we're going to get some momentum because there's going to be more fire and air energy being introduced, which will, again, kind of quicken the pace and allow us to move forward despite any discomfort we might be feeling. And so we're, again, being supported to take that choice, to make that choice, to take the risk that will bring us towards our higher growth. And Gemini and Sagittarius, so the North Node is in Gemini, supporting us in making decisions, seeing information clearly for our higher growth. And Sagittarius, which is where the South Node, which is maybe letting go of some beliefs, of letting go of what we thought was to be true and seeing things in a new way. But they're both mutable signs. So throughout this whole eclipse, we're being asked to be open to changing our direction in our life and our own growth and being willing to see things from a higher perspective. That might push us as the theme of 2020 has had it, outside of our comfort zone. So now I'm going to share with you for each sign where this eclipse, what area of life this eclipse is highlighting for you and asking you to make some decisions to connect with that deeper knowing within you. And for Aries, this is all around communication, how we share things. And because Mercury is in Scorpio, this might be about making a choice, a powerful choice, a choice that has significant implications, or reveals a deeper truth for you. So there might be information coming up, or you might be asked to see things in a different way and to make a choice around that. For Taurus, this has to do with your sense of your material life, how you support yourself, what you need to feel safe and secure in this world, and your values when it comes to relationships. Do you trust others? So issues of self-worth and trust around money might come up. For Gemini, this is you. This is about new beginnings for you. It's about taking action. If it's your rising sign, remember, for all of these that I'm sharing, you can listen for your sun, moon, or rising. But if you're Gemini rising, this is about, could be some health issues for you that come up, or decisions that have to be made because Scorpio rules your health. It might be about new habits, developing new habits, about jump-starting your life. Remember, eclipses, as I said, reset the stage in our life every 6 months. So this is a brand new beginning for you, Gemini. Cancer, this is happening in the area of life that is about our unconscious. It's about our dreams and our hopes, and it's also about spirituality. So this might be an opportunity for you to connect to your deeper knowing. It could also be about letting go of some bad habits or addictions that are connected with our unconscious mind, and opening up to a higher power. Leo, this is all about friendships and about your goals, your goals, your long-term goals. Is there something you want to transform in that area of your life? It might be about letting go of old friends or bringing new friends in, redefining your goals as well. Virgo, this is your career house. So with the North Node in Gemini, it might be about a new opportunity coming to you or a new perspective. Is there something different you need to be doing in your career? It could be very exciting for you, Virgo. Libra, this is about what you believe to be true. It's activating truth, higher ideals and wisdom, higher education. There might be new ideas that are coming to you. Perhaps you are going to take some kind of a new course or something that helps you to understand yourself in a different way or see the world in a different way. Scorpio, this is about opening up to the deepest part of yourself, and it could be opening yourself up to you, being honest with yourself or with another person. Maybe you're being called to reveal a part of yourself that has felt uncomfortable revealing before, but that you know you need to do now to make this choice, to make this decision for your higher growth and evolution. Sagittarius, this is about relationships, one-on-one relationships. And with the South Node in your sign, it's about compromising, about making changes. It might be about letting go of a relationship or just making a compromise. It could also be potentially, because this eclipse is happening in Gemini, where the North Node is about bringing in a new relationship. But for the next 18 months, Sagittarius, the South Node is in your sign. So that's where the compromise comes into play, and the idea of collaborating with others. Capricorn, this eclipse is happening in your house of wellness and work. It could be about adjusting or changing your habits, making a decision for your highest growth and evolution, about your day-to-day habits. It could potentially be about new work coming in, but overall it's about how do you maintain that healthy work-life balance and habits so that you can grow and evolve. Aquarius, this is all about the essence of how you express yourself, your creative self-expression. It's about creativity. Are you comfortable sharing who you are? What brings you joy and lights you up? And can you share that with others? You're being asked to share that more publicly, that part of yourself that brings you joy. Pisces, finally, the last sign. but not the least. This is activating your area of life that has to do with house and home and family. There could be some changes there, whether it involves a move or a new family member coming at home. You're opening up to creating more of a solid foundation for yourself, and that could be materially with a new home, but it also could just be on more of an emotional level. What do you need to create that stability and security? And there could be changes in your life happening in the next 6 months that will do that for you. So I hope that this gives you some guideposts so that you can connect with your intuition and make these decisions that really will come into play for you over the next 6 months of your life. It's a powerful time with an eclipse. I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I do offer birth chart readings, but I also offer coaching that involves using your birth chart so that you can connect with your higher intuition and knowing as you navigate life, which is full of change and transition. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.